Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone, from the Lunds B Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. I've got a special ad for the Comedy Zone. This month, the Comedy Zone, in honor of military appreciation, has got a special offer that I want you to know about. Veterans, you, and up to 3 people can laugh for free. That's you, the veteran, active duty, reserve, retired, deceased. You and 3 people can go to the Comedy Zone on Friday or Saturday, May 22nd and 23rd, to see headlining comedian, founder of the Veterans of Comedy, comedian, veteran, actor, storyteller, the very funny Will C. will be here both Friday and Saturday, May 22nd and May 23rd. Again, veterans, you know who you are, veterans, and up to 3 people with that veteran can get in for free. All you have to do is call the Comedy Zone. The Comedy Zone's phone number, take your time, write this down, 717-920-3627. That's 717-920-3627. Reservations are required. Let's sell this show out for veterans and up to 3 people. Again, the Comedy Zone Harrisburg, in support of Military Appreciation Month, is giving free tickets to a veteran and up to 3 people on May 22nd and May 23rd to see headlining comedian, founder of the Veterans of Comedy, headlining comedian Will C., veteran comedian, actor, storyteller. It's a great show. It's a great time. If you didn't take time to write down the number, just go to the website, harrisburgcomedyzone.com. That's one word, harrisburgcomedyzone.com. You can also do the abbreviated version, hbgcomedyzone.com. Here we go. From the top, this is a test of the freaking microphone.
Can you hear the helicopter?
I do not hear the helicopter, but I can hear you. And that makes me happy.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
The Lunds B Show with
The T-Bone.
And Chick Brew.
God bless. All these years, just get it right one time.
What do you want from me?
40 years they've been trying. You couldn't fire somebody if they were horrible, doing a terrible job for the veterans. And now you can say, you're fired.
Okay. No one listens to radio.
And now for a quick disclaimer.
The Lunds B Show with
T-Bone
And Chick Brew.
is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors.
The show is still rated G.
For Gloria.
I feel like I'm running out of stories.
Oh.
I went and did the Dom and Pickle podcast on Wednesday night. We taped the previous episode of the Lunds B Show on Sunday evening. I am editing the Sunday product yesterday when I realized I said all of this same stuff on the Dom and Pickle podcast. Except the difference is on our show, I was able to get through the bit, and on their show, they kept interrupting me while I was trying to do the bit.
See, I'm better. You keep looking for love other places, but your ride or die is right here.
Special shout out to our friend Damian from the Attempted Delivery podcast. He was very late in his condolences, but he was also very sincere in his condolences, and I appreciate that, man. So much so that I actually brought him up while I was doing the Dom and Pickle podcast because he's Greek. He's of Greek descent. And one of the pronunciations of my name that makes me laugh is Canuckles, the Greek god of comedy. Oh, let's tell everybody what they're tuning into, because we got a new billboard, and our new billboard is guaranteed to attract some new people. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone. That there is Chick Brew. I live in central Pennsylvania. She lives in southern Spain. We get together once a week, and we talk about things. We guarantee one laugh an hour. If you get more, we don't ask for more money or anything like that. If you don't get any, well, try harder. Yeah, we work really hard on trying to make you laugh. So if you don't have any laughter in you, that's on you. That's all on you. So, Chick Brew, tell us about what's been happening in southern Spain.
Well, it's Feria, so
I've been Feria season.
Yeah, so Feria it was in Rota and in Puerto at the same time this year. I feel like that's a design flaw for sure.
That is not good.
No, it's a terrible choice. Mostly because so if you're
splitting the audience.
if you've ever been to Spain or this area and have attended a feria, you know Spanish people, they lock in. They're going to their feria. They're not doing anything else. They're not going across to a different town's feria. They're sitting in their caseta with their best friends that they grew up with.
Before you said it, I'm digging the word out of my brain. I think it's caseta. I think it's caseta. And then you finally said it. Thank you. Thank you for relieving me of that brain pain.
Yeah, so they lock in. They're staying in one spot all night. Americans, however, don't have that kind of loyalty.
Because we're also not accepted into that.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's
not
okay,
everything
but
belongs to us.
But it would be nice. It would be nice if
I go to my friends' casetas when I go for lunch. I go to see Antonio, and they welcome me in. It's never a problem. But I also...
You feel like an outsider.
No, I leave after an hour because I hate groups of people. I don't like it.
As a friendly reminder to everybody who doesn't know what Feria is, it's exactly what you might think it is. It's American
the Walmart carnival.
I would not say that. I would say it's like a Neiman Marcus version of carnival. It is. But
the rides are of the Walmart carnival variety.
Definitely.
Very likely to kill you.
So it is a county fair is what a feria is, but they are hosted by individual locations. Rota has one, Sevilla has one, Puerto. All the cities have their own feria where they bring in all of the Walmart prizes, as Chick Brew accurately described there. And it's just like a county fair that you would see in the United States, except there's a lot more alcohol. There's so much more alcohol, and people really dress up really, really nice to go to feria. So it's a strange and unusual, uniquely Spain thing to add a lot of alcohol and a really fancy dressing to what is basically a county fair. Now that you're up to date on it, what is going on with the puppies? She's taking care of the puppies. I'll keep talking. So now that you know what feria is, it's basically just a county fair. And now that you know that Rota, the city of Rota, and the city of Puerto are on opposite sides of the naval base in Spain, and you are either a Rotarian or a Puertorian. You are either in a Puerto or you're... I didn't know. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like a spell.
When Rota is the only feria going on, everyone comes to Rota to go to the feria.
Right.
When Puerto is the only feria going on, everyone goes to Puerto to go to that feria. Everyone wants to do this. It's a great time. But if you do them both simultaneously, you're definitely splitting the audience.
Well, what happened...
You see, what happened was...
as a non-feria goer, I said to the manager, hey, I know you want to go with your friends. I will take you there, and then I'll come and I'll pick you up when you're ready to go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's taking care. Yeah.
It's the best.
So
I do that. But on my way from Puerto to Rota, it's about midnight. All the Americans were doing a feria swap. I know we were Americans because, like I said, the Spanish, they lock in. They're not leaving.
They are not leaving.
Their feria.
Yes.
By the time I went and picked them up and was returning to Puerto, all the traffic was gone. But on my way there, nightmare. Cars everywhere. And not, again, you just said it, the amount of alcohol can be...
Oh, yeah.
So here I am in defensive driving mode. You know, like I turned the audiobook off. I was like, I have got to focus. I cannot be just driving out here like it's a normal day. So yeah, it was an interesting choice for the dueling ferias this year.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense. So we went to Sevilla for the feria there. And that was gigantic in comparison to the Rota Feria. But I always thought that the Feria was the same company. And the reason that they did it in different cities at different times is because, you pack up all your stuff and you go to another place. That's why I always thought that was. So for them to be doing two simultaneously makes me believe that that not be true.
Yeah, nope. Independent carnies.
Which is always the best. I saw a great one. Maybe you sent it to me. I think you did send it to me. The spring ball,
in Sevilla.
Yeah, the human slingshot. You sit inside this thing and they ping, and you go flying into the sky.
So I have a funny story.
I want to hear it.
And it's only funny because it was many years ago. So we were working and setting up for an event in like Junction, Colorado, Country Days, right? It's just a big, huge field, multiple stages. And then along the back portion of the event space are all the tents and the rides and everything like that. And I've been watching them set up the slingshot all week, just watching it go up, thinking, that thing looks terrible. When I was like watching them put the screws in and like hoisted things up, I was like, that just looks like it's time to retire it. And so for every event that they take it to, they have to have a state insurance inspector come out, inspect the ride before they'll issue them the insurance, including the certificate that it is of safety before they can open and have anyone on it. So
I did not know that. That makes me feel so much better.
It shouldn't. So the guy comes, and then I see them like starting to take things down, and I go over and I was like, what is going on? And he's like, oh yeah, so we failed the inspection, so we gotta like get these other bolts. We're just gonna run. I think we got some in the truck. If not, we'll just get some at the store and we'll put it right back up. It'll be fine. He'll come back out tomorrow. It'll be fine. They take it apart. They start putting it back together.
Of course.
The guy comes back out. It fails again.
Carnies be carnying.
And I was like, did you fail again? And he's like, yeah, but only on 2 bolts. So we're gonna go get new ones this time. I was like, they probably just mixed them up.
Yeah, he's not gonna check the ones at the top.
Yeah. And then like everyone on my staff is like watching this happen. And then of course, Dave Howard's like, I'm going on that. And I was like, please wait until the end of the event because we absolutely need you.
I do enjoy watching people that they take video of on that slingshot where they go unconscious. Yep. And then they wake up while flinging through the air. The incident that recently happened in Spain, it's launched, it goes up in the air, comes back down. It goes back up in the air, comes back down. It goes back up in the air, comes down, and the cable snaps. So that's not as bad as it could have been. Everybody survived. It's not bad. What's bad is like when it launches and it meets the apex of the very first top thing. If it breaks then on both sides, there's going to be lots of fatalities. The people in the ball and anyone else that the ball comes in contact with hundreds of yards away. You might as well be in a trefoil slingshot thing humans use to destroy walls of castles. I haven't destroyed any castle walls lately, so I can't remember the name of the thing that something trefoil.
What have you been doing with your days? That was a fun event. The country days. Music was terrible. People were weird, but we went and played bingo at this very questionable bingo parlor. And again, Dave Howard, life of the party. You would really like Dave, actually. No one knew, but before we had left the hotel, in big Sharpie, he had written bingo on his abs. And then he oiled his whole body because he was convinced he was going to win. But when he didn't win, and I said, hey guys, this has got to be our last game because we got to go back. The lady next to him hit bingo. This man box jumps up onto the table, rips his shirt open, and screams, bingo! And then we were asked to leave. So it really was the last game of the night. We were done.
I'm concerned that you're the buzzkill in this story. Back when you were in charge of things, you were the, okay, kids, let's wrap it up. That's enough bingo for tonight.
Well, it's not. Look, I love bingo. I am the last who wants to leave bingo. But we had to go do some stuff for work. We had a meeting that we had to be on the phone for, so we had to go.
I am not a bingo person, but I did. My friend Kelly, he invited me to go play bingo with him, and he loved bingo. So he's all set up there, and he's got like 8 or 16 cards in front of him, and he is rocketing through these things. He's bop, 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 and I've got like 2 cards, maybe at the most in front of me. And if I am not fast enough, after he gets done, bop, 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 he reaches over and he's like, oh, you missed one. Boom, he nails me. He is, without a doubt, a connoisseur of the bingo. But did I say his last name? I'll take his last name out. He was also a raging alcoholic, Bosa's mate. So he is drinking a lot, and where at the beginning it's pop, 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 he is nailing all of these letters or numbers as they get called, pop, 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 and on my card as well. But towards the end of the evening, he's barely keeping his head up. His bop rate is like bop, 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 and then I'm like, Kelly, you missed this one, and I'm hitting his cards. He was so wasted in the course of one set of bingo games. I hear they do a lot of gift bingos, like they got a big old meat bingo, and they got some designer purse bingo, and it's all about raising money and getting rid of other people's stuff.
Well, so in Texas, at least, there are just like the Texas Bingo Commission is just very oppressive. You can't even have bingo for a good cause. You have to have like a whole thing. You have to have a license, blah, blah, blah. So there's two really great places to play bingo in Texas. One is in Austin, and it's chicken bingo. It's a very slow-paced game.
What's the name of it?
They feed the chickens. There's a giant bunch of numbers on the board, and when the chicken poops, that's the number. But if you are into a more intense, an aggressive style bingo, just outside of Fort Hood, just outside of Killeen, because you can also only play bingo a certain number of games in a certain number of hours within one building at a time, right? Silly, weird rules. So just outside of Fort Hood and Killeen, there is all day, everyday bingo. They took an old strip center that was failing, and each store of that strip center has been turned into its own individual bingo parlor. So you and all the blue-haired grannies loopholes. And you go into it, you start in one end, and you work your way around this shopping center, and every 2 hours you like rotate into a new building, and it gets, not only is the game intense, but people have favorite seats.
Oh, of course.
Your lucky seat in the building. Seat, yeah. So when you like get your stuff and you're like, going, and then this grandma is sprinting past you with her, her roller bag, her full-on suitcase full of troll dolls and daubers to get her good seat in the next building. I'm just happy to be here. Please don't hurt me.
Why is it anytime I start to research something, you go silent? I'm like, I'm like, this would be a good thing to add to the conversation. Let me look this up. And then you go,
well, I was anticipating you to say something. I love bingo. To me, it's just, I played a lot of bingo in Bahrain, like you do, And I won once. I've only won bingo one time. The first game I played in Bahrain, I won $100, and I've never won before or since then.
I was looking up crazy bingo rules, but I was trying to find like laws and regulations on bingo, but Bing is the worst. I'm sorry, this was Yahoo. Why is my search engine Yahoo? I don't Yahoo! I don't even like binging. But anyway, I was trying to find crazy and unusual rules, because I know there are some states where you have to be licensed. You have to get a license to read a number on a ball.
Texas has really strict bingo laws. I'm not even joking, because we were trying to do it for a fundraiser. A friend of mine was trying to run a fundraiser, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll help out, right? Because always willing to help. Ugh, I hate me for that. But so we were gonna do this, and then the coffee shop was like, yeah, we're totally down. They're like, but do you have a license? And we're like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, you have to have a license to host any kind of bingo. And we're like, even if it's for donation only, because we weren't charging per card, they're like, yeah, technically it's considered gambling. It's a lottery. You have to get a license. And then we tried to see how long it would take to get a license, and it was not worth it. We shifted rudders, if you will.
So the last time I lived in Texas, Jesus Lord, man, we're going back, I'm going to guess 78. I think that was the last time I lived in Texas.
When it first became a state, I see.
And I wouldn't have known, about regulations. All I did know is my parents enjoyed auctions. And that was a big deal. Going to the local auction house on like a Friday night or a Saturday night or whatever night of the week it was. And in '78, my dad and he was running a restaurant. I remember Friday nights it was all you can eat catfish. And I also remember the line was ridiculous to get into this tiny little restaurant in the middle of nowhere, Texas. But all you can eat catfish night, boy, they lined them up. So I don't think it was a Friday night, but whenever the opportunity presented itself, we would go and buy other people's stuff at an auctioneer. Never did bingo. I don't even know if bingo was legal in Texas back then.
It barely is now.
I just think the thought of having to get a license to read a ball. B3. Nope. I need to see your license. You need to get accredited to be able to read the ball. Our friend Hal Kramer, who, by the way, award-winning independent filmmaker Hal Kramer, has invited me to be in another movie.
Ooh.
Yes, but he's also more notoriously known as one of the ball guys. He pulls the balls for the Pennsylvania State Lottery. So
I wondered who did that.
I gotta find out if he has a license. If he were to roll into Texas today, could he call the balls as a professional ball caller, or would he have to some type of
independent by state
certification? Is it reciprocal? It's reciprocal.
I have a feeling that as long as you pass the bar, it's easier to practice law state by state than it is to call bingo numbers state by state. So
is it like a concealed carry permit? Is it reciprocal between states? If you're a ball boy, Pennsylvania, can you do it in Texas? I don't know. It's a fun premise to think about. The next independent film movie thing that we're doing is being filmed next weekend. The crazy part about this is the Cinsparks is this group of independent filmmakers in the area, and they have these regular competitions, but no one knows what the topic is until you enter the contestant window. So it's a 48-hour contest. Didn't you guys do this at MWR? Didn't you do one?
Yeah.
But it failed, right?
Loved it.
It's a 48-hour contest, and at the beginning of the clock, they're like, okay, here's your topic, make it happen. So me and as far as I know, Damian Robinson are also going to be in it. So and Hal wants to make this one funny. Well, he's got 3 funny people already cast for it. So let's see how that works out.
All he's missing is me, the anti-funny.
Yes, come and be in our movies. When are you going to be in the States?
This summer.
Okay.
In June at some point.
I didn't know when. I am burping up orange juice right now. I don't normally drink orange juice, but there's some of it, and it's sitting in the fridge, and I poured a little bit. I poured a little sip of the OJ to prevent the scurvy from wrecking my body. She shouldn't buy things I shouldn't. I don't know if I could have scurvy. I could definitely have scurvy. I don't know if I'm allowed to have orange juice. I know grapefruit is really bad.
Yeah, grapefruit messes up all kinds of medications.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm a huge grapefruit fan, but if you showed me one, I'd eat it because it's tasty and delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it's like the worst thing you can do with all of the medications I'm on. So I'm not allowed to do grapefruit. That makes me think other citrusy things may also be off the menu.
Grapefruit is just a weird one. Grapefruit, because it can mess with birth control, antidepressants, blood thinners. Like, it can just literally mess. If you take any medicine, don't eat grapefruit.
That is your public service announcement of the day, ladies and gentlemen. If you take any medicine, don't eat grapefruit, so saith Chick Brew. Don't hold me to account.
And then
she said
for
that.
The artwork for this week, it is a grapefruit wielding swords. Killer grapefruit.
You don't listen to the episodes. You and Two Bars, who I've stopped hashtagging. Screw her. She's not providing content. She's not listening to the show. She's not one of my favorite people anymore. Although she's still pretty cool. But you don't look at the cover art that I do.
I saw the moo cows.
So do you remember the conversation about Otto from Alaska, the Last Frontier, murdering the cow in front of them?
Yes.
I thought that was a great...
When I saw the moo cows, I laughed. Did you also tag Jewel? You tagged Jewel? I saw...
I did. Of course I tagged Jewel. She's one of my favorite performers.
You think that I don't, and I did. I did so hard. I even saw that you tagged her. Now we just got to get her to come on the show and explain.
No, I would love to have her on the show because I have listened to her do long interviews, long podcast interviews, like a 3-hour interview. Maybe it was Rogan, but she's got an interesting story to tell. She's really, everybody knows Jewel for like one song, but the fact is...
Oh, no, I know her for all of her songs.
Really?
And when she roasted Ann Coulter during not Ann Coulter's roast.
But she's...
Because it was Jewel.
She's got a fascinating story.
Super soft-spoken, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, and you're funny. And then you're like, there's a personality in there that you don't see through, like...
You wouldn't see. You would never see that version of her. And you've never watched Alaska: The Last Frontier.
No.
I highly recommend it. But here's the trick about it. You don't find out until like season 3 that she's a family member. And then she starts showing up. And like, holy cow. Good. But her and her dad, they had a very... They had a rough relationship. Mm-hmm. He was also a performer, but in the show, you don't know any of this. He's just some crazy homesteader in Alaska.
So I saw Jewel in concert in Austin at the Backyard.
Okay.
Which used to be an absolutely amazing venue. And of course,
next to Chicken Bingo. The Backyard is next to Chicken Bingo.
It used to be next to nothing. And that's when it was fantastic. And then they built a strip center next to it and it destroyed everything. But I saw her play there. Her dad was there and they yodeled together on stage.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes, they yodeled in the show. Because
I'm a huge Jewel fan. I read her poetry book, A Night Without Armor. Like, I love Jewel.
Their background is yodel people. They come from yodel people and they homesteaded in Alaska and it's such a great show. It's very family oriented. There's a lot of drama involved. I mean, one of the characters, one of the people in the show, he has a horrible accident. It's just so well done. And it was so funny for me because I had never seen this show. I had never heard of the show. But just as we were getting ready to leave Spain, COVID was happening and Alaska: The Last Frontier started showing on a Spanish Discovery Channel.
Discovery Mags.
Discovery Mags.
So, I've been to 49 out of 50 states. Alaska is
the last one.
And I might get to go.
Oh, tell me more.
I might get to go next year.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't want to jinx it too hard, but it's possible that I might get to hit my 50th state before I turn 50.
I am not close to. There's a whole section in the upper west, but not Midwest. Once you get past Illinois, there's a bunch of states in a row there that I haven't made it through yet. And I don't
live in America. Get in the car and go.
I don't really want to. There's nothing in North Dakota that I'm looking to see. There's nothing in South Dakota that I'm missing. I could go without Wyoming, Montana.
Oh, Wyoming's beautiful though.
And Idaho. I can go.
Idaho? Actually, really fun. Really weird fun in Idaho. Floated the river. Don't recommend that because it's mountain runoff and it's absolutely frigid, even when it's like 100 degrees outside. And
everyone's peeing in it.
No. Really had a really good hamburger in Idaho.
Really?
At a restaurant that was all about their French fries because potatoes, and they had like 27 different kinds of French fry. But the hamburger that I got to go with the variety of French fries I tried, I still remember it. That was like in 2009. Not even in a 209,
I've been really good on not eating fast food for a while now, for a very long time. And there's another threshold that I am within 2 pounds of breaking. So I am so excited about myself. But you know what? If you mention French fries, my mouth starts watering. When I was coming home yesterday and, I'm left unattended, I am currently unsupervised. All of the fast food places that were on my mind came through and went through my brain. I'm like, I could just stop off at Arby's and I could get a couple of America's roast beef. Yes, sir. I could get a couple of those. And they got good fries. And then there's a Burger King that's right next to the house. And then there's a Taco Bell. And it's not far of a deviation to go to a McDonald's. Oh, there's a Cracker Barrel. I could go to Cracker Barrel. I had all of these things running through my brain and I'm so proud of myself. I just came home.
You did it.
I did. But the struggle was real. I definitely wanted to enjoy some food from the outside. Some outside food. Instead, I ate leftovers.
You did it.
She made pork chops, and I took a couple bites of that, and there was some cold mashed potatoes, and I like cold mashed potatoes, so I had some of that. When we get done here, I'm going to go to BJ's. You know why?
Because you're out of Spindrift?
No, because I love BJ's. I thought you nailed this every time. Anyway.
I do, but I'm currently out of Spindrift, and that's all I could think about.
It costs too much to ship it, girl.
I know, I wait until Amazon has because every now and then they'll put stuff and be like, 30% off. And then I buy 4 cases, but I got to wait for them to go on sale again.
Is that Amazon Punto España?
No, don't buy it there. It's way expensive there.
Really?
Because they're ordering it from the States to there to then come here. But if I just wait for it to go on sale on US Amazon, it'll just deliver to the post office.
Nice. 4 cases. That's going to make you popular with the postal people.
As someone who's worked there, I don't care.
No, I do not find...
But you know what? I just thought about it. Remember that year I worked in the post office during COVID? And you had ordered, or someone had sent you guys I think it was a Christmas tree ornament or something?
Yes. And I remember
it came in the big purple bag with a bunch of Rogue weight plates. I remember going, this is not good.
It didn't matter. And I don't remember who sent me that Christmas ornament, but what they sent me was a glass Christmas ornament, and they put it inside a manila envelope with bubble wrap.
It's not enough.
That's not enough. There was no chance in the world that ornament was going to make it all the way to its destination halfway around the world. I'm still appreciative. Thank you for whoever that was that sent that thing to me once upon a time. I just, yeah. Whoever that person was is not the only person who's made some shipping challenges in their life. Once upon a time, this lady that I was dating, very, very attractive lady I was dating, but I was living in Florida, and she sent me some ceramic stuff, like a cookie jar and these things, those type things. They were ceramic jars. Maybe they were from Sicily. I don't remember where or what, but she put no effort at all into protecting them. So when they showed up to me, it was a jigsaw. It was a 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle that because I love this person and I didn't want her to think poorly of me, I glued individually all the pieces back together. I never used those containers for anything to contain, but I did have them as a display item that I glued back together to show this woman how much I loved her. It worked out well for me. It worked out so well. I know it did.
Sometimes you just got to show people that you could be bothered.
No, my arts and crafts skills while I was dating this particular woman, they improved immensely. I was able to do really arts and crafty things. I did all kinds of things. I had a picture of us blown up and framed. I had it framed, and then I had it wrapped up. It was going to be a surprise. And in the surprise wrapping, I drew angel wings, where if she stood perfectly in between it, the wings would be there, and then she ripped the package off, and then it was revealed. I did things, man. I'm very romantic.
You're very cute. Just the way we like you, happy and full of love.
I was writing down all of the people that we talked about last week. Man, we listed like 25 people in last week's episode. We're not going to do that again. I've already mentioned Hal. I've already mentioned Damian. Who I didn't mention...
Dave Howard. We mentioned him.
And Dave, yes. Who I didn't mention was our friend Mike Stanley. Mike, like many other people, sended his condolences. But in the way that he did it, his condolences almost made me want to choke up as much, because he's just such a fantastic man, and his sentiments held. You type something, you don't expect someone to feel it, but what he typed, I definitely felt. And I appreciate him. He's like, I've been a listener for like 11 years. I'm like, yeah, you should keep that up. And I got the new car magnets in. I didn't send you any of them. So if you could talk for like 2 seconds, I'll just send you something. No, you can't talk for 2 seconds.
No, I can't talk for 2 seconds. No, I heard what you said. I just wanted you to know that I was just actively not participating.
Not participating at all. That's hilarious.
It's very on brand for me. It's really important.
You do you, boo. There she is. Yeah, you've been sending me some crazy clips as of late.
I know. I've been trying to keep you included in the shenanigans. Also, I have no idea what is happening with my Instagram algorithm because just
weird stuff.
Super weird stuff.
So
that's so cute.
That is a new the magnet. Now I ran that through ChatGPT or one of the AIs. And I said, hey, how would a magnet of these proportions, how would they look on this particular vehicle? And it came back and it said it would look exactly like this. Wrong, so wrong. It's not even close. That magnet is huge.
It's huge. It's the whole door. It's a good thing you have a big car.
Yes. So yesterday I'm driving to the adult arcade, and one of my fears was, because I have it both on both sides of the car. For those of you who can't see what I'm talking about, it's just a giant magnet of our emblem, the Lunsby Show logo, that I've now added Zeus to the top of, looking over us, and it makes me happy. I got a big one on the left side, a big one on the right side, and I've turned my mirrors in just enough so I can make sure that it was still there on both sides. And as I'm doing 80 miles an hour down the highway, I'm just left, right. It's still there.
I'm just always afraid that someone's going to steal them.
I also have a little bit of fear of someone stealing that, but if they do, well, I hope they're a listener. And if I have to pay $50 for people to listen to the show, well, that's a little excessive. I'm not going to do that. What we can't do is get our listeners who, again, we've got generational listeners, but they don't participate. And I just find that to be so strange. Why do you listen and you don't participate? That drives me bonkers. Moving on. Hey everybody, it's T-Bone. Did you know you can listen to the Lunsby Show on the iHeartRadio app? The team at iHeartRadio has created 2 new features on the app. You can now auto-download to your device and be notified whenever new episodes are released, all for free using the iHeartRadio app. And you can listen to the Lunsby Show from anywhere. iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love. I like that. It's a good commercial. Moving on. It's time to talk about cooking.
And tonight prove one thing. You know all.
She is a chef. I eat food. She's a foodie. I'm a fatty. This is the segment where we talk about food. So tell us, Chick Brew, the family is now gone. Oh, no. But it was an awesome 3 weeks that you got to spend with your family. You got to impress them with your cooking capabilities. What was the most amazing thing that you cooked during their visitation?
Well, I did so I have my Ninja wood fire, right? I've told you a million times. I love this grill. It's my favorite grill.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you're trying to I wanted some barbecue. I wanted some Texas barbecue. It's really hard to find anything with flavor out here, especially something with anything more than pepper as a spice. So I smoked, and I did another one yesterday, actually. I've been trying to perfect the little smoked chuck roast.
Okay.
I don't eat a whole brisket. I'm not going to eat a whole brisket. That's too much.
But the boys will help you.
Oh, I'm sure they will. But I am really bad at putting things on the smoker and then doing something else and forgetting to go back and do a spritz or anything like that. I'm just not good at remembering to do those things. So instead of the spritz, what I did is I took a little aluminum tray and I put what are you whispering?
I'm just making the spritz sound.
I've just been putting in the smoker a little aluminum tray with the apple cider vinegar, a little bit of water, and just letting that kind of
permeate,
circulate, do its own thing. Yeah. And I have to say, it worked.
Okay.
It was very juicy.
Uh-huh.
No spritzing required. Yeah. So I've been eating a lot of meat.
Because you're not going to eat a whole brisket by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. Because they don't sell a small one here. You know, it's either a whole thing, and I just don't need that much. But another reason that I love this grill is because it's all, are we going high heat? Are we going low heat? You set the temperature that you want, and it maintains that temperature. You're not guessing.
That is pretty Gucci.
It's great.
Yes.
And then as soon as I take that off the smoker and I'm letting it rest for an hour, I'm putting my
An
corn on the
hour?
cobs in with the... Yeah, because I need to make my corn on the cob, my guy. So I put that on to
Corn on the
steam
cob,
and then to grill.
5
so
minutes
good.
in the Instapot. But to let meat rest for an hour? That's insane.
It's still
I don't have the patience. I don't let anything, let's be honest, I don't let anything rest.
You gotta let it reabsorb the juices.
Yeah, sure. Nom, nom, nom. I'm letting it rest in my belly.
Anyways, I let it rest for an hour, and then I put my corn on, and then I cleaned the grill, and everything was cooked and cleaned just in time to eat. It was so nice.
We have lots of cornfields around here in central Pennsylvania, and I haven't seen any of them spring up yet. What is it? Knee high by the 4th of July, I think is the popular phrase. Ooh. But when they start collecting corn, we get it at rock bottom prices. Like 10 cents an ear. And then I will eat a lot of corn during that phase when it's super, super cheap. It's still got the husk on it, but I don't find that to be that much of a challenge.
No, I use it. I use it to hold the butter on if I'm going to cook it on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
I use it to hold the butter on, and then it kind of steams inside the husk. Like, I take the like stringy parts off, but then I put everything in there. I put like some pepper or whatever, and then it cooks all nice in there.
Yeah, they can do so much with corn. You know, the inventor of the K-Cup is really mad at himself for inventing K-Cups because they're just filling up landfills everywhere. But the San Francisco Coffee Company that I used to purchase all my stuff for, 100% biodegradable, and they made their K-Cups out of corn.
Corn, yeah.
They made the entire thing out of corn. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So interesting. I'm going to say this because someone has mentioned this to me, and I think it needs to be mentioned to you. We're way late on our latest video.
I got it.
Again, the benefit of having a chef on the staff is every once in a while, she'll take it upon herself to record herself making one of the amazing things that she can make. And then, if we are lucky enough, she uploads that and we share it with the listeners. But so far, we're still waiting. Still waiting. Ooh. Little pitchy, dog. Little pitchy.
Little sharp there.
Everything. The book of everything. The book of everything. The book of everything. The book of everything. Oh, God bless. I'm so good. I am so proud of that.
And you and I were just vibing.
Yes, I love it. And I did the supplemental earlier today. Now, the supplemental, I can't sing the new one. Have you heard the new one?
No.
Very authentic black choir. And I want to sing it.
Typed in?
Uh-huh. It's an addition. It's an add-on. And up to the Lunsby show. Come on, man. That's so good. But it does run long. We are currently on the Book of Everything. If you want to hear the supplemental song, I'll send it to you. Just ask it, I'll send it to you. It's a great black church choir song-driven fun thing. Every week we go into the Book of Everything and we try to find a strange, unusual, or interesting fact, and we share it with you, the listener, with this challenge. Try to incorporate it in your conversation during the week. The ancient Greek word for ostrich is strauthocamelos. Strauthocamelos, or sparrow camel. The ancient Greek for ostrich is strauthocamelos. There you go. I chose that because it was randomly picked. The page is randomly picked. I get a little bit of options on what to choose. And that was for our friend Damian, who's raising a tiny little Greek baby who needs to know her ancestry and needs to know skinny camel. All right, so we've done the book of everything. We've done talking about cooking. And the next thing that we would like to do is over here.
And now it is time for headlines from around the globe.
Every week, she goes into the ether. She finds a strange, unusual, or interesting headline. She gives it to me. I am completely unprepared. And I do my best to mine this headline, chosen at random, for some type of entertainment value. Do you have a headline for me?
Yeah. Bizarre speed limit baffles drivers, but officials claim it will make you slow down.
This is nothing new. This is definitely an American thing. In the United States of America, we put up strange and weird speed limit signs to make people double look at them. And if you double look at a speed sign because it's strange and unusual, you are going to slow down. So 22 is a popular one. They like to, you're going through a housing district and they make the speed limit 22 miles an hour. And you're like, 22? What? How strange is that? That's so silly. Oh, look at me. I'm only doing 20 because there are deaf children at play, which is one of my favorite signs. I like children at play as a road sign. Deaf children at play, I just think is making fun of the deaf children because they can't hear it. Anyway, did you know that in England, they use miles per hour?
Yes.
Yes. They drive on the wrong side of the road. Everything they do is on the metric system. But when it comes to speed limits, for some reason in England, they use miles per hour.
Yes.
I think that's hilarious. I think that's one step towards converting them to be to goodness, to making them
the freedom measurement. That's what we got
to making them better at being better people. Because we all know anyone with a British accent, Pablo, I'm thinking specifically about you, you're kind of pompous. We all look down at you while you're looking down on us. Don't speak to us with your lovely British accents and expect us to not think badly of you. Yeah, back to the speed limits.
My mother-in-law is British, and I'm going to disagree with you on that. Her accent is, it's a gift.
You're only disagreeing with me out of necessity.
It's a gift.
My friend Smitty, he was so enthralled with the Scottish accent. He married this woman. I doubt they're still together. I've tried. I mean, this is a shipmate of mine from almost 40 years ago. I found him on Facebook. I tried to befriend him. He doesn't, I guess he doesn't remember me because it was 40 years ago. But I remember him, Herbert Walker Smith III. Huh? What a name. What a name. And he was a mentor to me. He was someone that I looked up to that I wanted to be like. I remember, things happen when you're underway. And me being me, I had gotten on his absolute last nerve and he was ready we were going to fight. It was on like Donkey Kong. We had come to a point in our relationship where we needed to lay hands on one another. And he said, come with me. And we started.
That's a weird sentence. I just want to. We come to a point in our relationships where we needed to lay hands on each other.
And we started touring the ship. And we had been underway for like 2 months. And I guess everybody was at the point of no return because everywhere we went to fight, somebody was already there fighting. And we went to the reefer decks, and there was somebody there fighting. We went towards the engine room. There was somebody there fighting. We after 4 or 5 stops, we end up walking onto the flight deck. And at that point, he turned to me. He goes, I don't even remember why we're here. And we did not come to blows. We did not lay hands upon one another. But we did get a great tour of the ship. And everybody else was working out their relationships at the same time. Hey, do you have another headline for me?
I do. First ever sperm racing World Cup.
I love that headline. I wish I would have found that headline just so I could have shared it with our comedian friends to see if anybody else could have come up with something on that. Sperm Racing Championship.
World Cup. Don't be confused. This is not a measly town
World Cup.
event.
I have so many questions, none of which I think you should answer. I just because I mean,
You want to know what the prize is? Because there's a prize.
oh, I gotta know what the prize is.
$100K.
$100,000.
Yeah.
How do I sign up?
128 contestants.
129.
World.
How do I sign up?
You're gonna have to. They have a trailer. It's very weird because they're wearing face.
COVID mask.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay. I don't know what that competition is, but I can tell you I've spent a lifetime spent preparing to win $100,000 in this particular competition. I know all the tricks of the trade. I know far. I know large. I know all of the tricks. I can do this. Give me the sign-up information. I want to be in the sperm racing World Cup. Oh my goodness.
Little did you know.
What will people think of next? I'm going to do this because I'm stalling.
Get your laugh on and save a life. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, in partnership with the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, offer 2 free passes for every single pint of blood donated. Quick clarification, it must be your blood. 1 pint, 2 free passes. That's almost the junkie rate for a plasma donation. Did you know a single pint of blood can save as many as 3 lives? Did you know the Harrisburg Comedy Zone features amazing talent from all over the country every single weekend? Did you also know that blood expires and the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank is in regular need of donations? For more information on how you could save a life and have a laugh, visit cpbb.org and harrisburgcomedyzone.com. That's one word, harrisburgcomedyzone.com.
So the Harrisburg Comedy Zone is hosting the fourth annual Harrisburg's Hilarious competition, where we invite comedians from all over the country to come and win the title of Harrisburg's Hilarious. Last year, I gave out free tickets to anyone that would say T-Bone sent me at the door. This year, I'm sponsoring up to 5 comedians because you got to pay to register, and I'm willing to pay their registration fee so that they can register. So far, only 1. Now, I'm sponsoring up to 5 people at $20 a head, and all they got to do at the end of their set is say, Lunsby. That's all they got to do. That's or they can say anything they want as long as they're referencing the show. That's going to earn them their $20. I have 1 so far. I had a couple others that were willing to, but then when it came time to pay them, they were like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't want your money. You don't want my money? What is wrong with my money? Why wouldn't you want my money?
Go ahead and you can just send me $20 and I'll take it.
Well, I could sign you up for Harrisburg's Hilarious right now. The competition starts.
Yeah, I've never done a single second of stand-up. I would probably just pee my pants and cry.
I thought you did do
It
stand-up.
could work for me. That might work.
That would be very funny. Ladies and gentlemen, the next lady coming to stage promises to not make any jokes, but she's going to pee herself. We'll pay for that. We will definitely pay for that. I don't know where I want to go next. I know we got about 4 minutes that we need to make up, so and that's on the light side because I got to cut that out. We're short on time.
I'm trying to think of.
Oh, I got something.
Okay, good.
So my hot tub I experienced today. It's warm enough to get in the hot tub. And again, like I told you, I was alone and unsupervised, so I can do things I want to do. I get in the hot tub and it's 104 degrees and it is soothing and relaxing and the bubbles are doing all the bubble things that they're supposed to be doing. I'm getting the massages all up and down my spine, on my knees. I'm feeling great. And then, the bubbles stopped bubbling. I had not in a bad way. I had just run my time. Now, but what concerned me was what I started to visualize next, or what I started to see next, was there's a whole bunch of floaties. There's a whole bunch of, now the hot tub is covered when not in use. And there was a whole bunch of floaties in the water that I was watching make it towards the filter and be accepted into the filter and sucked into the filter. But there was a lot of just, I don't know what this was. At one point, I think I saw a little bitty leaf. And okay, that can happen. You know, while it's open, it could happen. But I don't know what the rest of it was. And I felt a lot dirtier than I should feel getting out of a hot tub. That I was, I was enjoying it so much, and then the floaties, and then it became not enjoyable anymore. So I don't know what I got to do. I really don't want to dump out all the water. I got a strainer thingy that I can do that. But I mean, it's got a filter. It's supposed to filter all the water anyway. Maybe the filter's dirty. I think I'll take a look at that when we get done here and see if every once in a while I do things on my own and I impress myself. Yeah. One of the honey-do things I had to do this weekend was to fix the hose on the side of the building. We have to, here in central Pennsylvania, we have to winterize our households. And one of the things is turning off the water and doing all the things that involve water on the X side of your house so that it doesn't create issues. And we turned off the water, no problem. But I didn't disconnect the nozzle to the hose. The thing that connects to the thing that connects to the house. I didn't disconnect that. So the first time she goes to use the hose, water goes crazy. It goes everywhere. And it's coming out of places it's not supposed to come out of because, expansion and the opposite of expansion, all of that stuff happened over the winter. But I got out there and, man, it was on tight. I had to go get some tools and I had to unconnect the thing. And I unconnected the thing and then I put it back on gently as ever. And it works fantastically. I'm so proud of myself. When I do things that I would normally just call somebody. I have money. I can just call people to do things for me. But sometimes I do it on my own, and I'm kind of impressed with myself. I impress myself.
Could you come over? The hose on the back side of our house just stopped working.
Just stopped working.
Yeah, all of the water and the whole rest of the house is fine, but that hose, not working. So if you could just come and tinker away.
Do you have the fast connect?
No, when you turn the knob, there's not even any resistance. There's just no pressure. There's no water going to it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Someone cut your line then. That's all that happened there. You
under the house.
Well, things happen.
Come get it. Come fix it.
One of the things I miss about Spain is quick connect. So all the hoses that we had in Spain, you just click, you plugged it right in.
It's nice, especially if you are swapping out accoutrements.
Yes.
Right? Sometimes you want to. Sometimes you want a regular hose. Sometimes you need to put a sprinkler on, and you just. It's very nice.
When we first brought Zeus home, he threw up on himself. He's never been in a car before, right? So he doesn't know. So he threw up on himself, and we had that quick connect hose right there next to where I parked the Volvo at the time. And I got the hose out, and I sprayed him down, and he did not like that at all. He hated that so much so, and in the video version of episode 14-15 that I did, I've watched it. I watched it with my wife, and we both cried together. It was a great time. But one of the clips in that is when he attacks the hose. The hose is just there minding itself, and little puppy Zeus runs up, and he's like, I
remember what you did to me.
That video is it's tough to watch, but there's a lot of Rupert in there as well. Yeah, back in the days when Rupert was just a tiny little lad.
It's interesting because you in the friend group, right? You get animals kind of at the same time, and then they get older at the same time. Melissa, my best friend, she just lost her cat this past week, Mittens. And I remember Mittens because he's been around for a long time. I was like, how old was he? And she goes, 18. And I was like, yep. You
could get a good run on cats. Polaris was 20.
But because when I was thinking back, to when I first met Mittens, when he was a little kitten, and her son was just 2 or 3 years old, and now he is an adult living in a different state, doing adult things, getting his own insurance and all stuff. I'm very proud of him. But I remember and the cat was not originally named Mittens. Gabriel just said kitten, kitten, kitten. And then it became Mittens. And I was just like, yeah, that cat has been part of my visits to Melissa's house since we were kids, since her kids were kids. And it's crazy to think about, like, 18 years. That's a long time.
That's a long time. That's a good run. Our friend Pete Katie, he had a lot of dogs, and whenever he would lose a dog, he would just get another dog. That's how he dealt with grief. He just got another dog. And they got a rescue out of Sevilla, and the dog had a Spanish name. And Mr. Pickles was becoming a popular show on Adult Swim, so they just decided to call him Mr. Pickles. And I was like, I was so curious about this. Like, how do you rename a dog? How do you do that? He goes,
He tried a different name when we got him.
we just call him a different name. He's going to figure it out.
Ranger was originally Georgie.
Oh my goodness. Thank God you changed that name to a name I can never remember. There's so many.
You're going to start calling him Georgie now, aren't you?
Of course.
You're going to be like, I remember Georgie.
There's so many things that I miss, and one of the strangest things is realizing I haven't had to pick up food on the floor in 10 years. I had an egg sandwich this morning for breakfast, and a piece of the egg fell out on the floor, and I'm like, why am I picking this up? It's been 10 years since I've had to pick up food off the floor.
Now you're going to have to work on your squats.
Yeah, I sure do miss him. And with that, we're going to wrap it up before I get choked up. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you are a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
Thank you for listening to T-Bone and Chick Brew. If you enjoyed that show, you should check out the Darrell McClain Show, independent media that won't reinforce tribalism. We have one planet and nobody's leaving, so let's reason together. You can find the Darrell McClain Show at the same place you actually listen to this show. Give it a shot.
I should just have you do that. I should just tape you doing that because you do it so well. And that would surprise the heck out of him, I'm sure.